Hey guys, it's your friendly neighborhood Linda E. I'm hoping you're all staying safe and well out in these 2020 streets. If there was ever a year we needed a bit of uplifting, it's definitely this one. And what is more uplifting than gospel music and house music blended together? You know, vibes, 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 you know. So
Yeah.
it's an honor. I am joined by the creative director and founder of House Gospel Choir, the one and only Natalie Maddix. Hey girl!
Wow, what an introduction. Thank you, Linda. Overwhelmed, actually. Thank you very much. Thank you. I love your excitement. I want to be this excited.
You know what it is? It really is the year where we have had our freedoms taken away, but we have to find reasons to smile. And I feel like House Gospel Choir gives us those reasons, you know.
I'm so glad you're saying that. I'm so glad it's been the thing that saved me a lot this year. So it's really special to be able to share that with more people, and for you to give me that feedback is really, really great. Thank you.
Listen, I've got a lot of burning questions for you though.
Okay.
Honestly, there's loads I need to ask you. First things first. How did House Gospel Choir come together? Like, what made you think of blending house music and gospel music?
Do you know what? Like, for me, I love raving on one side. And then the other side is I love being with other people and singing, and I just wanted to put the two things together. And then beyond that, just as like a concept and an idea, gospel and house music have always gone together. You know, so many people like separate the two, or kind of think of house music as like this escapist, hedonistic music, and it is, don't get me wrong, like that definitely is the feeling it gives you, but from its roots, from its inception, you know, coming from the streets of Chicago and New York and Detroit, and with techno and house, there's so much stuff that doesn't get linked back to its black roots, and house music is one of those things. And so a lot of the early vocalists on our favorite house records would have been gospel vocalists,
artists,
so or artists that started their craft in the church. So yeah, it's actually, they go together.
And they sound good together.
Oh, thank you.
But I need to know, I'm a Christian myself, I have a firm belief in the Most High. There has to have been people that have been like, but you know, gospel music shouldn't be, you know, put with house music, and that's secular, non-secular, all that kind of feedback. What would you say to those kind of people?
Nothing. I think it's an opinion, and it's a valid opinion depending on where you position yourself in your own faith, because I genuinely believe faith is your individual relationship with God, and if that is how your faith is interpreted, then more power to you. I don't think House Gospel Choir or myself should get involved in how people interpret their beliefs, especially if it's what keeps them grounded and, you know, and loving and faithful and just being a good member of the world. So if that's where they're at, great. And I think it's what House Gospel Choir allows is just space to have a conversation about your spirituality, and a space to have a conversation about your faith. So much of it is behind closed doors or in the church walls, or, you know, it's just like we're all separate. But for us, and for me in particular, I believe in God. So I was raised Christian. I have some questions like about my faith, and I feel like that's something I'm always learning and moving towards as I do it. And as I go, and it's just like I haven't reached a conclusion yet. So I have this space where we can have those conversations, and these conversations don't happen out in the open very often. You know, it's just normally between you and your friends, and or your church community, or maybe people will get high and then start talking about a deeper meaning. Like, it's different. It comes out in different ways, but fortunately for us, we've created a space where all of those people can be in the same room and have that conversation. So yeah,
that is such a beautiful answer, Natalie, honestly. And no, but it is, because I think for me personally, my faith is a journey. You know, like many people, I have questions. There are days that I have more questions than others, you know, and it's about that conversation and being able to find the space and connect with other people. And I think it's just beautiful that you've been able to create something like that. You did mention something about staying grounded. Now, you guys have fans from Annie Mac, Mr. Jam, collaborators like Beverly Knight. Like, you guys, how do you stay grounded with all this success?
They're just people, really cool people, and I don't think that's disrespectful to say that in any way. Like, I'm really, every time someone shares something or kind of takes us into their heart and helps us and helps to deliver this message, I'm just really grateful more than anything. And I think gratitude, it's just like my MO. That's just my attitude to everything good that happens. Obviously, I work hard to make things happen, but at some point you have to just accept the fact that you're being supported and you're being guided, and if you're on the right path, good things will come in your direction. That's you know, it might seem airy fairy to some people, or, you know, like a bit nonsensical, but to me it makes perfect sense. So when we get those seals of approval from people that we really respect as musicians and DJs and, you know, and vocalists, it's just incredible. But I'm just, more than anything, just very grateful that it happened. But we've worked very hard. We worked
You definitely have.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. How long have you guys been going? Because the journey didn't just start with, you know, playing out at Brixton December last year.
No. Did you come to the Brixton show?
No, I wasn't able to be at the Brixton show because I live in. Whenever I see a show in Brixton, I feel like I have to mandatorily be there because I live in Brixton. But that day I wasn't able to. I swear, like I drove past and I was like.
No, it did sell out, but it was incredible. And even that, like being able to perform at Fridge. I'm from Brixton, so it's not Fridge. Sorry, I still call it Fridge.
Yeah, it's called Electric now, babes.
No, sorry. Being able to perform at Electric, like that's for me was like the center of Brixton when I was growing up. The two big clubs were Mass.
Yes, listen, we are neighbours. I'm from Brixton, like.
Exactly. So to be able to do anything at home, which is how it felt, was just like, just incredible. It's like a proper dream come true.
But that's gonna say, because you guys, your journey has been happening for years.
So we've been going this year, like 6.5 years. Next April will be 7 years. In real terms, like we had our first session April 2014. One of them. And then 2013, sorry. But in my head it'd been going for maybe 10 years, like 11 years. I just wanted to do it for ages, and I am very fortunate to have some great people around that encourage and have inspired me to keep going and be brave. Some of them are still on the journey with me. Some of them, unfortunately, are no longer here. But everyone has been so supportive. And just showing it a lot of love. So nearly 7 years.
That's crazy. That's the longevity that I feel like it's missing in the music industry, because you know, there's so many fads that come through, and, you know, fad artists that will have a hot song now, you never hear from them again, and they kind of drift off into obscurity. As a collective, how have you guys kept going? Because I'm going to presume, have you guys had the same members all the way through, or have people joined and left?
Oh, yeah, no, we've had about maybe over 300 members in total.
No way!
Yeah. So we take, because it's, at its root, as much as we are a professional choir and we are professional vocalists and we go off and do our gigs, but at its core, it's a community project. And we started with 12 people in the first session, and it's just me and my mates, and, you know, word of mouth, people just wanted to keep joining, so we've had to move spaces, and at one point we started a class in South London and we had one in East London, so we've had a lot of people be part of it. So and they're all like I always say to them, you know, once a member of HDC, always a member. So if
Always.
they ever just feel like, oh, I want to sing, they can rock up anytime. Like, that's my family, and they have built this as much as I have.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've had a lot of people come and go. Right now we have about 150 members altogether, and we're trying our best to do online classes. So we started we've got a private Instagram account where we do some live streams and stuff.
Wow.
And I turned my flat into a studio. I got rid of my bed. Like, I'm serious about this, you know. I got rid of my bed. I made this whole place just to give us a bit more space to do that. And 3 members of the team come around every Monday, and we go live, and we just trying to stay connected as much as we can during this pandemic.
And it's right. I think everyone's had to adapt. Well, I repainted walls to make sure that I can do, things from home like this.
Me too. And it's great, right? Being at home is amazing. Like, I forgot how nice my house is. Like, my flat is like, it's just a studio flat, but it's perfect for me. Yeah. And I just haven't spent a lot of time here in the last few years. So it's been good.
Oh.
I mean, the pandemic's been terrible,
of course,
but creating the space you need to be able to still thrive has been fun.
Yeah, exactly. And you guys are thriving. Required dropped last month.
Yes, it did. Oh, I'm so excited. Sorry, I'm still really gassed about it. I'm still can't believe we have an album like out in the world. That's so weird to me.
Out in the world. Like, how have you felt with the reception of it?
Oh, it's been so nice. And it's because, like, I'm under no illusions. Like, this is a really niche project. You know, we're saying house and gospel, and it's so when we get a reception, especially in places where I wouldn't have expected people to take it to heart, it blows my mind still. I was checking like the stats the other day, and like the whole project on Spotify is like over 4 million streams.
That is unreal.
Okay. I because I'm the person that made the Facebook page, I'm the person that made the Instagram. So I remember when it was just me, my mum, and like 5 members of the choir that had liked things. And so to go from that to this, it's just so Ooh.
So what's your favorite song on the album?
Well, it changes, but right now, No Defeat and Everything Is Love can have 2. Those 2 I played quite a lot, and I say that, but we've also got another song coming, like a bonus track, hopefully in December. So I've been playing that a lot this week, a lot.
Okay. Before we get into this bonus track, right, I need to know what was it like working with Todd Terry?
So amazing. Like, he's really calm, really peaceful. And he just built the track while we were there. He came to London, and we managed to get a studio in Shoreditch.
Yeah.
And we just spent the day like working on a few things, but Everything Is Love came out trumps.
Beautiful.
Just the message. And that was him. He was just like, I just want to talk about love, like everything is love. And it ended up being essentially a love song.
Yeah.
But it's a love song for us to sing to ourselves.
Yeah.
It's not always about it, especially being single in a pandemic. You often can end up feeling like, oh, you don't have love in your life. And that's not, it's one way of looking at it if you link everything to romantic love.
Yeah.
But if you really check it and really look at yourself and really follow your own heart, like, you're never without love. You've got love with you every second of the day. So it's just like, literally, it's a love song to sing to yourself, for yourself.
That in itself is a message. That is a message.
I'm serious. Like, I just felt it was the last song we finished, and it just felt right, So.
But what is this bonus track?
It's a really cool song called Keep On Moving, produced by Mike Delinquent. So it's it's a bit more garagey.
Okay,
and, I don't know why we saved it. It just I knew I wanted it out, but we just wanted to save it and just have like another gift towards
Christmas.
Christmas.
Sprinkle of a gift. That's what it is.
A little bit of that. So just working on some remixes right now, and hopefully we can give it to you and everyone in December.
Oh, amazing. You guys are literally going from strength to strength, and I love to see it because it's so nice to, I feel like, especially as Black people, we are often cornered in to certain genres,
Yeah.
and it's so beautiful to be reminded that we can do anything and everything, you
Yeah.
know. It's just, honestly, it's refreshing. That's the word. It's actually refreshing.
Yeah.
I was gonna say though, who would be like your dream collaborators?
Ugh. Um, I got to be honest. Like a lot of my dream list for this first project came true,
Oh
and
yeah.
and if it didn't, maybe it didn't happen for the album, but because of lockdown and when we started making these a cappella videos, though I don't know if you've seen them.
Yep.
um, yeah, we were really, really fortunate to be able to reach out to some of the original vocalists, because that's one thing that happens with house music. A song might be huge and you have no idea who is singing it. You don't have any
Yes.
on that artist. You don't have, so to be able to go back to these kings and queens and be like,
Yeah.
Tucker, could you sing Beautiful People with us? Crystal Waters, please could you sing Gypsy Woman? Beverly Knight, please could you sing Optimistic? And and Anne Nesby, who sings the song originally, liked the video, and Jam and Lewis liked the video. I was just like, what on earth? So even without physically being able to go and do sessions with people and make new music, we've been able to honor their music and just increase people's awareness of the song and the original writers and the vocalists, and that to me is just worth everything. So yes, I'd still love to do a song with Louis Vega.
Oh, okay.
With Louis Vega, that would be a dream, and we were quite close to being able to do that, and then the pandemic
It's
came.
okay. It's going to happen. Everything in its timing. Everything in its time.
But I got to meet him in January while I was in New York, and ended up, this is mad, ended up doing he had a show here with Elements of Life at the South Bank Centre, and we ended up performing with the band, with the choir, sang Stand on the Word with them, and You Brought the Sunshine, which is like their version of the Clark Sisters classic. It was, so in one way or another, like, it's really important to have a dream and just like set your sights on things. I remember one of my favorite garage records ever is Battle.
Oh yes.
Sung and written by Lane and produced by Wookie.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, I'd love to work with Wookie. And I spoke to a few people, you just say things out loud, and I kind of prayed and journaled about it, and then he saw us at Southport Weekender Festival performing and got in touch. I don't know, his manager got in touch with our A&R, something happened, and our first single was Battle, reproduced by Wookie, so we got to cover my favorite song.
Manifest.
Listen, so nothing is too wild, nothing is impossible. Like, every single thing is possible.
I love it. So I know obviously we are literally at the end of the year. We've got 6 more weeks of this interesting 2020. 2 questions for you. Number 1, which is a kind of an easy one, what do you want for Christmas? And number 2, what is the one thing you want to achieve by the end of the year?
Wow. That's a quite deep question. What I really want for Christmas is to be with my family.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. I think, just like I don't have any kids, but I live next door to my sister who has special needs, so I'm one of her main carers. So we're together all the time, but I've got other brothers and sisters, all my aunts and uncles. I would love for us to be able to just get together. So fingers crossed that can happen. And what do I want to achieve? Oh, goodness me. Oh, I don't know. I should know, shouldn't I? Do you know what? Oh, I'd like to, my birthday is the 28th of December. So I think I would like to have a party. Achievement after the year that we've had. There's been very few opportunities to
celebrate.
And because my birthday is in that really broke time of the year. You know what I mean? Like, I am the child that got Christmas and birthday present in one.
Together.
Yeah. So the 28th of December is kind of like it's just before New Year's, it's just after Christmas. I tend to have like a house party that doesn't cost anyone anything, like they just bring a bottle. And if I could do that this year, so both of my dreams are about
connecting with people.
Yeah, massive thing for me.
I love that. Natalie, it's been so lovely to have this conversation with you. It's just been like a proper nice little chat, and you've actually answered questions that I personally wanted to know. You know? Because it's just nice to just find out how people are dealing, what people's hopes and dreams are, and you know, just navigating this industry, you know, is very interesting, to say the least, you know. But I need you to tell everyone how to find, follow, and support House Gospel Choir.
Okay, I'm with it. We are at House Gospel Choir on like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of those things. So please follow us. If you could also follow us on like Spotify and those things. I understand that like money is crazy right now, so you could buy the album. That would be an amazing way to support it. But also you can stream it for free on YouTube or Spotify, or I don't know.
It's on Apple Music, girl. That's what I listen to it on.
There you go. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for doing that. But yeah, and I say that not because I just buy it because it helps improve our bottom line, because you know we could have a conversation about the music industry and why it will take a long time for us to be paid from any of the music being streamed. So it's not about the streams, it's about you having an hour and 6 minutes of joy in your life. And that's how I made the project work. And we've put so much effort into making sure every song can give you different feelings. So if you're having a weird time or a tough time, just pop it on and see how you feel at the end. So just an hour and 6 minutes, you know, and then add your favorite songs to your playlist. So is that asking quite a lot? No,
it's not asking a lot. It's not asking a lot. From someone who's listened to it, trust me, it's just vibes. It's just, I don't want to use the term easy listening because I don't think that's quite the term, but it's, you just listen to it and you just can't help but dance and boogie. And you know, sing. Like, there's one song, I can't remember what it's called. Is it Latch?
Yeah.
You will recognize that one, so you end up singing along to it anyway. Like, it's just, honestly, it's a good body of work. So you're not asking too much at all.
Oh, brilliant. I really appreciate that, Linda. Thank you so much. Thank you.